Hey there YouTubers, gonna do a quick product review. I finally upgraded my GoPro. I'm filming this with my old GoPro Hero, the basic one. It's in pretty rough shape, I'll show you, but it still works. But this is the GoPro 7 Hero. I chose this one because I didn't want to shell out 400 bucks for the black version, and this was on sale, like really good sale, but we'll talk about it first. As the box says, it has a 10 megapixel camera. You can take it down to 33 feet underwater. You don't need any special housing for it. It has those GPS stickers, you know, like if you're driving, you can get it to show what speed you're going if you want to do stuff like that. It shoots at 4K at 30 frames a second and 1080 at 60. A really cool thing is it has voice command, and hopefully that works because I do a lot of them when I'm driving or I'm not standing right next to it. So be able to yell at it is kind of cool. It does 2x slow motion, has wide angle lens, and also it has an app that you can set all the settings and do a lot of stuff remotely from it. So for me, this is going to be a large upgrade. So one of the downsides that I knew going in, this doesn't have a removable battery. It has a built-in battery, but so does the one I've been using for 5 years. So to me, that doesn't concern me. Now the deal I got on it, they're 200 bucks, and I saw a place advertise it for 180, and I was like, oh, cool. So I went to buy it, and when it rang up at 150 out the door, and I almost said something, but I'm standing there, and when it said 150, it did say GoPro Hero 7 Silver on there, so I didn't tell them, hey, this is mismarked. So I got this for 150 bucks. And when they first came out with this, it was shooting at 1440, which was like really stupid, but they fixed that. So it is actual 1080 from everything I've read. So let's open this sucker up. I was going to show some outside shots with it, but it's a pretty gloomy day. Here we go. Open the box up. What do you get with this? Charging port, and again, this is different. I think it's the USB-C, so it's different than the one I have now, which kind of stinks because the one I have now, I bought like a 6-foot cable for it, which is really helpful. Have a couple shoes for it. And they give you a book that none of us ever read that we probably should read. So let me take this top part off. Okay, little secret. Most people, and they probably mean you to, throw this base away, but it's a pretty wide base. And don't throw it away. It might come in handy. There might be places where you can use this. So I'll take it out. And all my other GoPro stuff will work with it. Take it out of the little case. Another good feature is this has stabilization. Now it doesn't have the great stabilization of the 7 Black. That actually they say has like a mechanical stabilization. This has a digital stabilization. But for what I'm shooting with now, this is a definite improvement. And I've wanted to upgrade for a while, but I just wasn't willing to shell out the money. See, it says GoPro 7 Silver. Open up the compartment. And that is where your micro SD card goes, and that is where you charge it. Okay, we can't show you using much of it because it needs to be charged. Take that little film cover off. Now, when I got this, I was looking at some of the other, you know, the GoPro knockoffs, and I know the Yi is supposed to be pretty good, but maybe it's the brand loyalty, but I just trust the GoPro. But again, you pay a little bit more, but I've been happy with mine, and I think GoPro deserves the credit for basically creating this whole market. And I bought a cheap, you know, you can get some of these now, knockoffs for 50, 60 bucks. And I bought one of those ones. You get what you pay for. So at 150 out the door, I couldn't have been any happier.
Well, cheaper would be better, but you know what I mean.
So think of some other things to say. What I'm looking forward to with it is, you know, you can go in, there's an app that you can control it from your phone, and the touch screen, once I get it all powered up, you can change all the settings, the filming settings, Now I chose the 7 silver because, one, money. The 7 black would be cool, but I'm not going to spend $400. I've been watching some non-RV kind of videos lately, and there's a lot of people out there making really good videos, and they have super expensive systems. You know, they got 3 or 4 different cameras that are like all $1,000 or better, and I'm just not going to spend that kind of money. But I think being able to shoot at 4K is going to really improve my video quality. I think it'll go through the battery pretty quick, but 4K should be an upgrade, even though when you upload stuff to YouTube, it's going to degrade. I think the stabilization is going to help. Again, I don't run around doing a lot of selfies, you know, on a stick. Hey, here's me running. But I think the stabilization for, like, if I have it in the window and mountain while I'm driving, I think is going to be better. And the microphone is supposed to be much better than what I'm using right here. So hopefully that will be good.
Total honesty, my goal was to getting 4K at a budget that wasn't crazy. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. And I didn't need all the bells and whistles like the black has. But so far, what I'm looking at with this, I'm happy with these bells and whistles. And I really like the feel of it. It feels good in the hand and it feels solidly built.
I'm sure it will be similar to the one I'm using right now to record this, and that these don't do very good in low lighting situations. But the microphone is supposed to be a huge improvement. Another great thing for me personally, just again, $150, $180 if you get a good deal on it, is it has a screen. And so often the one I'm using right now, I have no idea. I have a basic what I think it's shooting at, but being able to know what's in frame will be a definite improvement for me. But I need to get this on the charger. And maybe in the next video, since today's a terrible outside day, I will get this all charged up and I will take it out and take a look at it and show you some videos. All right, now I'm going to show you some comparisons to what I'm working with right now. So there's the new one. It's about 3 ounces. And there's my old trusty 5-year-old Hero that seen better days. The tabs on the bottom have broken off. I've had to glue them a couple times to keep it going. Tape to cover up the light. This won't have that big light reflecting when you're trying to record something, maybe through a window. So that's good. The case for this one, the knobs on the top have broken off. I still have the little clamp thing, but it's really difficult to put the case on. But a lot of times I don't need that. The only thing I wish GoPro hadn't changed again is the power source, because I had that really long cable that came in so handy when I was driving and trying to charge it while I was driving. On this one, you can charge it while you're filming, but it looks like this is in the way. But once you take it out of the case, and you open up the little door. So once you open the little door, I saw there's a way to take the door off. You know, you twist it and get it out of there. I got to figure out again how to do that without breaking it. But once you do that, you can put it through the holder and then be able to charge while you're driving. I just, I don't want to break it on day one. Buy what you want. Spend as much or as little money as you want. If a cheap $50 knockoff one works for you, fine. If $400, if you need all those bells and whistles that the 7 black gives you, well, then you go buy that one. I don't think I need those. The little things that are upgrades for me will be awesome. So that's the end of this. As I said, it's a nasty day outside, so I will try to do a video in the next couple days when the lighting is a little bit better and show you some actual, you know, here's what the image looks like in 4K. Here's what it is in 1080. I'll compare it to the video of this, and we'll see what the sound looks like. But that'll be a video for another day. Until then, have a great and wonderful day.